Welcome back to day 5 of our virtual Pilates workout series, and thanks again for joining me. Today we are going to be working on our glutes and our core, as well as getting those hips nice and open. So when you're ready, grab your mat and let's get straight into it. We're going to be starting in a seated position at the back of our mat, and we're going to just crisscross our legs, lengthening that spine, closing those eyes. Hands are resting on those knees, taking a deep inhale. Exhale, lifting those arms up towards the sky. Inhale in the air. Exhale, bringing those arms around. Then lifting those hips off the mat, lifting that chest to sky. Inhale. Exhale, lifting those arms up and back around. And then dropping that chest down onto the mat. I'll just try, while we're doing this, keeping those sit bones on the mat as we stretch forward. And deep breath in, lifting arms all the way back up and around, placing them on the mat behind you, lifting those hips. And coming back, we're going to do a few more of these, just allow that body to warm up. Enjoy that stretch in those shoulders, down that spine, in those glutes. Just easing ourselves into it, allowing that body to wake up, lifting those hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, come down, lifting back up and reaching forward. Taking a deep inhale, let's try to walk those hands a little bit further away from the body as we extend them to the end of the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, rounding that spine, tucking in that chin, then opening that chest, lifting those arms up, bringing those arms behind you as you lift those hips back up. We're going to hold here for a little bit. Try to tuck in that pubic bone towards your chin. Squeezing those glutes. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming back to seated. We're going to reach our arms all the way up, taking an inhale. Exhale, dropping that left arm all the way down as we reach and lengthen that right side body, reaching that right arm all the way overhead. Taking a deep inhale, then just bending that arm behind that head. We're going to come across, bringing that elbow to knee, and then opening, looking back up. Elbow to knee, then looking back up. And let's do 2 more. Slow, controlled, keeping those sits bones on the mat. And extending that arm overhead. Deep inhale. Exhale, lifting those arms back up to the sky. Looking up, opening that heart. Inhale. Exhale, bringing that right arm down onto the mat as you reach that left arm overhead. Deep breath in. Let's try to drop a little bit lower if you can, keeping those shoulders stacked, keeping those hips and shoulders facing forward. Bending that left elbow, deep breath in. Exhale, rotating and bringing that left elbow to right knee and open. And left elbow to right knee and open. Work with your breath here. We are inhaling on the way up as we look up to the sky, exhaling down. Slowly back up and lifting both arms up towards the sky, opening that chest towards the ceiling. Deep breath in. Exhale, rounding that chin, tucking in that head, neck and chest all the way down and back onto the mat, reaching forward as much as you can, pushing the shoulders into the ground. Reaching. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming all the way onto your all fours, bringing those knees together right under those hips and hands completely under those arms. We're going to lift that right leg all the way up towards the ceiling, and we're just going to do little circles in this all fours position. So just coming back and around and out to the side, and then back down, up and around. So just drawing little circles with those hips, stabilizing with that core, not leaning too much onto that left. You still want to maintain that posture. And 3 more. That's 1 and 2 and 3, and changing direction out to the side first and around. So while you're doing this, just envision that mobility coming all the way into those hips. Breathe oxygen to that area. And coming back to center, extending that leg, extending right arm out. And we're going to hold here, squeezing core, activating those glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring our limbs out to the side, and we're going to hold. You should be getting a beautiful burn in that right glute. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back, and holding, flexing that back foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping knees, tucking in those toes and lifting into a downward dog. We're going to keep those knees bent to start with, and slowly extending those knees, and then coming back into a bend. And extend those knees and slight bend. And we're going to do 2 more of these before we go into a full downward dog. And extend all the way up. Just draw that head through those arms. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale. Rolling forward 1 vertebra at a time. Coming all the way down. You can either do knees, chest, floor, or come down into a push-up. We're going to hold for 3, 2, 1, and then bring those toes out, opening that chest towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming back into that downward dog. And let's just walk those feet out. Allow those hamstrings and those calves to stretch for just a few moments. And pushing both heels into the ground. And now coming forward back into all fours. Making sure you're in that correct posture, lifting that left leg up. And circles with that left. Core nice and tight. Very nice. Keep working. Opening those hips. And let's go for another 3, 2, 1, and change direction out to the side and around. Stabilizing and breathing. And last one. Coming back to center, extending that left leg and that right arm. Looking straight down in front of you, making sure you're aligned. I want you to flex that left ankle and imagine like you're pushing against a wall, as well as there's a wall on top of that leg as well. So there's a wall on the foot and the wall on the leg, and you're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bringing those limbs out to the side. Try and keep that ankle in line with that hip. Keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming back to center, keeping that stability. Go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dropping those limbs, coming into that downward dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, rolling that spine as you come into front support position. Deep breath in. Exhale, control yourself slowly down, holding for 3, 2, 1. Then opening that chest up towards the sky. Inhaling and exhaling. And slowly coming back into that downward dog. Let's take a moment here just to breathe. And deep breath in. Exhale, lifting that right leg all the way up towards the sky into three-legged downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, bringing that knee to left elbow and back up. Then knee to right elbow, back up. And we're going to do that 3 more times. That's 1. Keep breathing as you're going. That's 2. And last one. And 3. Lifting all the way back up. Deep breath in. Exhale, bringing that foot between those hands, coming up into runner's lunge. Arms to sky, opening that chest. Deep breath in. And exhale. We're going to face the side of the mat. My back's going to be to you, but we're going to pivot that back foot. And then we're slowly going to lean forward onto that right knee. And then we're going to open those hips towards the sky. Open those arms towards the sky as we allow those hips to open. If you want, you can take a bind, looking up and holding. Keep going. Deep breaths. And releasing those arms, lifting that arm back up towards the sky. Deep breath in, coming all the way back up, extending that back foot as you come back into your runner's lunge. Inhaling, exhaling, dropping chest to knee as you extend that front leg. Keep holding. And let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back up into that lunge. We're going to extend that front leg, pivot that back leg, and we're going to lean and bend that back leg now to do that same thing with the other side. And we're opening that arm towards the sky and dropping that left hand all the way down onto the mat, flexing that side foot, that right foot. Deep breath in, exhale, extending, pivoting yourself forward to the front of the mat, coming back into that crescent lunge or runner's lunge, opening that chest. Exhale, dropping those hands and extending that knee for 1 more time. Keep holding. And deep breath in. Exhale, lifting that back left foot. And we got a slight bend in that stabilizing knee, making sure those hips are stacked. We're slowly going to lift our hands off the mat, stabilizing with our core and those glutes, flexing that back ankle. And we're just going to hold here, arms on the sides, palms facing the mat. Keep holding. Now slowly bringing those arms out into a standing Superman hold. Stabilizing, maintaining that balance. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hinging and lifting that knee up into high knee. Bringing arms up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, placing that left ankle onto that right knee as you come down into standing pigeon. Opening that hip and allowing that stretch down that left glute. Deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. Slowly lifting up. We're going to bring that foot onto our right hip, and then dropping that knee down and lifting that left arm up and bringing it to heart. And we're just going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting both arms up to the sky, lifting that left knee all the way back into that crescent lunge, dropping hands down, lifting that right leg all the way back up. We're going to roll forward onto that front support. You can again knees, chest, floor, or go straight into one-legged chaturanga, lifting legs all the way down and then lifting that chest up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale. Down into that two-legged downward dog. Keep breathing, drawing that chest towards the floor. Inhale, exhale, now lifting that left leg towards the sky into three-legged downward dog. Keep holding. Inhale, exhale, left knee to right elbow back up, and left knee, left elbow back up. We're going to do 3 more. Keep working, stick with me. That's 1 and 2 keep going. Now we're on 2. I was double counting there. Sorry about that. And the last one. Keep going. Lifting that leg into three-legged downward dog. Inhale as we lean deep into this posture. Deep breath in again. Exhale. Foot between hands as we come into crescent lunge. Inhale, chest to sky. Exhale, hands down as you extend that left foot. Pointing those back toes. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming back into that crescent lunge. Hips forward, tucking in that pubic bone. Exhale, pivoting that back foot and leaning down into that front knee to that left knee, flexing that right foot, and then opening your right arm up towards the sky. If you want, you can take a bind here. So wrapping your left arm around that knee and opening that right shoulder towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, releasing arms to sky. Bringing those hands to prayer, pivoting that foot back. As you turn around, lift that heel and come back into that crescent lunge. Chest to sky. Inhale, dropping those hands as you draw that chest towards that knee. Keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back up into crescent lunge, pivoting that back foot, and now bending that right knee and coming into deep side lunge, opening that left shoulder towards the sky as you drop that right elbow onto the mat. Again, if you want, you can take another bind, wrapping your right arm around, dropping that left hand behind your back, And just sit into the stretch for a little while before we continue. Just holding, looking up and over that shoulder. Deep breath in. Enjoy the stretch. Exhale, releasing, lifting those hands back up and coming all the way, turning back, lifting that right heel off the mat as you face forward into that crescent lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. As you transfer your weight onto that left foot, extending that right foot up and off the mat. And now, remember there's still a slight bend in that knee, flexing that back foot as you bring your hands to your sides. Keep holding, looking down in front of you, making sure your ankles, your hips and your shoulders are in line. Opening that chest, drawing those shoulders away from you. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lifting that right knee to chest, bringing arms up towards the sky, bending that right knee into high knee, and slowly hands into heart, right ankle on left knee as you come all the way down into standing pigeon. Keep holding. Focus on that breath. Focus on that stability, allowing that stretch in that right glute as you feel a left glute activation. If you want to get deeper stretch, you can just lean a little bit back more and then draw that chest down towards that shin. Inhaling, exhaling, coming back to standing, bring that left ankle, right ankle towards that left hip, and lifting both arms up towards the sky, coming into prayer. Holding here. Deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's lift those arms back up to the sky as we lift that high knee, dropping that right foot back into that lunge. Dropping hands to mat as we lift left leg into three-legged downward dog. Rolling forward, coming down and lifting up into chaturanga. Deep breath in, exhale, coming into downward dog. Now slowly walking those feet towards those hands. Bending those knees if you need to. Inhale, exhale, falling into that forward fold. Deep breath in. And now we're slowly going to heel toe our feet away towards the sides of the mat as we slowly come into a deep squat, drawing those elbows away from you. Opening those hips, lifting the crown of that head as you drop your tailbone towards the floor. Inhaling, exhaling, dropping that right elbow towards the mat as you lift that left shoulder towards the sky. Opening those hips as much as you can. And then taking that bind, so you're wrapping your right hand around that knee as you draw your left arm behind your back and interlace your hands. You want to open that spine and that chest, looking up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, arms up towards the sky. Left arm up towards the sky. Coming back to prayer. And right arm up. Opening that chest. Very nice. Keep up the good work. Going to wrap that left arm around that left knee as you wrap that right arm around the back. Looking up. Opening that chest. Deep breath in. Lifting that arm up. Coming back into prayer. I want your toes to face the front of the mat. We're going to drop those hands on the mat. Coming into a forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Opening those hips. And coming back into a forward fold. And then back to open those hips. We're doing that 3 more times, slow and controlled, making sure your toes are facing the front of the mat, and opening. And 2 more, that's 1. And last one. And looking in front of you, and now slowly coming down into a seated position. We're going to extend those legs, placing arms in front of you, deep breath in, pointing those toes, and we're going to roll ourselves all the way down onto the mat. Hands on your sides, lifting right leg into tabletop, and then extending that leg, bringing arms into T-point or rugby post position. Deep breath in, doing little circles with that right foot. So just make sure when doing this one that you're doing little light circles, you're stabilizing those hips, and you're activating that deep TA in the lower part of your tummy. Keep going. If you struggle with that hamstring flexibility, then you can bend that knee, or you don't have to, you can lower that leg slightly. If you feel like you want more of a challenge, you can do bigger circles. And coming back to center and changing direction. So we're going in this tab, so it's inhale, circle, circle, and exhale, circle, circle, and inhale and exhale. Keep going. And 5, 4, 3, 2. From here, we're going to lower that leg and come into foot toe tap. So tapping that toe with that left hand. And 2. We're doing 8 of these slow and controlled. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowly coming back up, bending that knee and hugging that knee to chest. And we're just going to allow our body to recover for a few moments, drawing that knee right inwards towards that chest, pointing that toe, and just in this moment, just flexing and pointing that ankle, enjoying the rest. Deep breath in, exhale, extending that right leg all the way down onto the mat, lifting left leg up into tabletop, then extending that left leg. Inhale to prepare, exhale, and we're doing these little circles. Keep going. Inhale, circle, circle, exhale, circle, circle, inhale and exhale, and come back to center, then change direction. Inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. Keep going, core tight. You should be feeling it down here. Coming back to center, dropping that leg. Inhale, exhale, toe tap with that right hand, left hand to left foot. You should be enjoying a hamstring stretch as well as a core activation with this movement. And 4 and 5. Slowly coming back to center. We're going to bend those knees, lifting right leg into tabletop and then left leg into tabletop. We're going to point those toes now. And we're just going to do little circles, toes pointed in an anti-clockwise direction to begin. Let's keep going. Remember to draw belly to spine. Don't brace that tummy. Keep going. Coming back to center, now changing direction. Deep breaths. we're inhaling on one circle, exhaling on the other. So we're not doing 2 circles this time. Keep going. Let's go for another few seconds. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center, hugging those knees to chest, and then just coming into happy baby posture. You can either hold on your knees, your shins, or onto those feet. Just holding here, opening those hips. Deep breaths. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center, placing your feet on the mat and taking a deep inhale. Exhale, lifting those hips up towards the sky, lifting arms overhead, squeezing those glutes. Inhale, exhale, coming back down, bringing your arms to side. Inhale, exhale, lifting back up, arms overhead. Controlling that spine as you come one vertebra at a time towards the floor. Deep breath in, exhale, lifting up, arms overhead. We're going to stay here, keeping those glutes activated, drawing that pubic bone in towards that chin, squeezing those glutes, imagining those heels coming towards your body. Inhaling, exhaling, little pulsations for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeezing those glutes, lifting those hips, drawing belly to spine, drawing those knees away, then back to center, then away, then back to center. Keep going. And out and in, and out and in. Keep going. And 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep going, making sure those glutes are activated. And 9 and 10, and holding. Deep breath in, exhale, coming all the way back down, lifting right knee up into tabletop, and then placing it on that left knee, interlacing his hands behind the head. We're going to lift up, head, neck, and chest, then rotate left elbow to right knee, then back. That's 1 and 2. Keep going as you lift up. Make sure you're not bracing that tummy, keeping that pelvis in neutral. 4, we're doing 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. We're going to hold here, just squeezing that left rib towards that right hip, belly to spine, opening that chest. Slowly come back down and drawing that right knee towards that chest, little knee hug, dropping that right knee, lifting left leg up, and doing the same thing, left ankle on right knee, interlacing hands behind head. Inhale to prepare, exhale, lifting head, neck, and chest, right elbow to left knee, and back down. That's 1 and 2, 3, 4. Keep going, making sure you're activating that core. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and holding. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that head, neck, and chest back to the mat, hugging that knee, and coming back into that supine position, lifting both legs off the mat, arms into a T-point. Deep breath in, exhale, dropping right to the right side, just both knees together, and extending that leg back to center, and then to the left, and extend. And we're doing that from left to right, keeping that 90 degree in those knees as you fall, and then extend. So you're really feeling that in that core activation you want to control. Keep going. And last one on the right. Last one on the left. Now coming all the way over, extending and then dropping. So you got those knees extended, try and keep those hips stacked, and you're just looking in the opposite direction. Allowing that stretch all the way down that left side body. If you struggle to straighten your legs here, you can just keep your knees bent. Your arms are in a T-point. You're looking straight up in front of you. Deep breath. Bending those knees. Now slowly lifting your knees back up to center, extending them out and dropping and coming all the way to the other side. Looking straight out in front of you. Sorry, looking straight over that right shoulder. Allowing that heart rate to slowly come back to resting. Slowly coming back, bending those knees, coming back to center, extending those legs all the way onto the mat, bringing arms overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifting head, neck and chest off the mat. We're going to come into a crisscross position and then just come into an opposite counteracting pose just to stretch out those abdominal muscles. So we have those hips on the mat and you're just lifting your chest up towards the sky. Deep breath. Exhale, coming back into that rest position. Slowly walking your hands to the opposite left corner as you draw those right ribs outwards. Coming back to center. And then leaning over towards to the other side. Leaning into that left side body. Deep breaths. Slowly coming back to center. And lifting yourself up. We've got one more stretch before we close off the session. We're going to come into we're bending our knees and we're sitting on our heels. We're slowly going to grab our heels and then lift all the way, lift those hips up, and holding the back of our feet, we're opening that chest towards the sky. Deep breath in, we're lifting left arm up towards the sky. And left arm down, right arm towards the sky. And back down, holding here. Now slowly walking your hands along your glutes, then to the small of your back, lifting up and turning around to face the side of that mat, lifting arms up towards the sky, and then just coming into a seated position, lifting those arms all the way back up for one last time. Deep breath in, chest to sky, and slowly coming back into seated. I hope you enjoyed that session. I certainly feel a lot better. My hips are looser, my core is activated, and I'm ready for a beautiful day ahead. Just a reminder, if you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button so that you get notifications whenever I release a video just like this one. And for those of you who live in Durban, remember we have in-person classes every Monday and Friday, so please feel free to click on the link in the description below to access and book an appointment or book a class. The rest of you, I will see you same time next week. Lots of love, everyone.